Welcome to practice. We're going to begin standing. Feet under the hips, hip width parallel, and arms reaching out from your heart. And we're going to do palms up and little circles where you reach your thumb to the back of your movement. And at first they start off doable enough, but after a few repetitions you start to get that feeling of muscular fatigue. That's what we want. See if you can feel the space between your shoulder blades, and it's part of this action. Relaxing your neck, finding your breath, and letting your arms get tired. Beautiful. Just release them, feeling that lovely flow of energy, circulation. Good. And then we'll take the shoulders up to the ears and forward, and up to the ears and forward, and up to the ears and forward, and then up to the ears and back, and up to the ears and back, and up to the ears and back. Nice work. We're going to take the arms up by the ears, palms facing, and gently easing your whole torso to the right. Core awareness as you lift up, and easing your whole body to the left. Whole body, I mean torso. Back up to center, to the right. Nice straight arms. And to the left. Beautiful. Release your arms and take your shoulders up and forward. 3 times. And then up and back. 3 times. Empty sleeve. Turning the ribs and letting the arms just hang now, as though they were empty. So turning the ribs from side to side. Letting the arms swing. Nice. We're going to bring the hands together, the backs of the hands together, and try to get as much movement in that as you can. So I'm bringing the fingers to face up and fingers to face forward. Up, forward. Beautiful. And then with the palms of the hands together. So a nice way to start warming up the wrist. Just make as much movement as you can. Lovely. We're going to take the legs out wide. And let your torso reach forward, bringing the bones of the spine forward. The toes are facing in a little bit. Make your feet wide enough so your hands can touch down to the floor under your shoulders. Press the outside edges of your feet. Lift the inner arches of your feet, your knees, your quadriceps. Nice. And then a little bend of one knee and straighten the other leg. Bend one knee, straighten the other leg. And just take this nice and gently and feel where the stretch is in the body. connect to your breath and notice the calming effect of finding the breath. We search a little with what might be resistant here, appreciating our body, our collective body. All right, and turn your toes out, and we're going to bend the knees a little bit, so you're bringing your hips closer to the floor. So that's going to be a different experience, and then from side to side again. So one leg straight, one leg bend, alternating side to side. Nice work. And then point the toes forward, bend the knees a little, drop the hip, and we'll lift up. Nice work. Jump or step or wiggle your feet back underneath your hips. We're going to take the feet out wider, and you can jump, step. You choose how you feel like moving between postures this morning. Stamping is nice if you want to keep your bones strong. Sometimes moving with ease might feel what you need, like what you need. All right, we're going to take the right toes out at 90 degrees and turn your left toes in so your right heel lines up with the center of your left foot in the arch. And we're going to bend the right knee and rest your right elbow on your right. Notice how the hips resist moving towards the floor. And we're going to just work by bending the right knee more thoroughly, seeing how far you actually can reach in that direction, and then letting go a little. You're finding your balance here. Connect to your breath and feel the calming effect of that. And be curious about where the struggle is here. Appreciating your body's resistance. Okay, we're going to bend as far as you can, hips towards the floor, and bring your hands down onto the floor so they'll be somewhere off to the side of the mat. And try bending and straightening the right leg again, just in that position, looking for your resistance, warming up that movement. Nice. And then we're going to walk the hands over to the left, turn your right toes in and your left toes out, and then we're doing the same thing on the other side. Bend and straighten the left leg. So we're trying to have the left heel lining up with the center of the right foot in the arch. Your hands are on the floor under the chest to support. Bending and straightening. Be an explorer of how far can you bend that knee. Obviously without hurting your knee. Okay, we're going to lift the left elbow up onto the left knee. Good, and then try to continue your bending and straightening. Nice work. And then lifting all the way up and turning your feet to the front. Nice. And then hop or jump or step back to feet underneath the hips. Tadasana. Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana. Press the bones of the spine forward. Now, it might be that your hands are up on your leg to be able to press the spine forward. But really start to stretch the back of your leg. We're going to sway the torso a little bit from side to side, and what you'll feel is the stretch alternates from leg to leg, but also that movement, the weight of the spine starts to give a little bit of an extra stretch, a little bit extra length to the hamstrings to see if you can reach the torso further forward or further down. Great. Now, I can reach my hands to the floor and I'm going to jump my feet out wide again. But if you can't reach the floor, come on up and then step your feet out wide and then come back into your forward bend. So we all end up with our hands on the floor under the shoulders and the feet out wide. Nice. Turn your right foot out again, 90 degrees, and your left foot in. And we're going to bend the right knee. And we're going to lift the torso up into warrior two. So we've worked on that. Nice mobility in the hip. Good. Let's roll the left hip back, the right knee back, lifting the pelvic floor. And we're going to turn the whole rib cage to look back to the left and then just your head to look right. Warrior two. Bring your right elbow to your right knee and take the left arm by the left ear, rolling back the left rib. And then lifting up. Turn the feet to the front. Turn the left foot out at 90 degrees. And warrior two to this second side. So bending as deeply as you can. Explore what that is in your body. Lifting your pelvic floor, lower front abdomen. We're going to turn the whole rib cage to look back over the right. And then just your head to look left. And then left elbow to the left knee and right arm by the right ear. Bending the hips towards the floor. Left knee bending. Breathing. Looking up at the ceiling. Beautiful. Coming back up. Nice work. Turn the feet to the front. Toes in. Bring your hands back down onto the floor. Good. And we're going to walk the hands over to the left. Reach as far as you can with your right hand. Lengthening the right side of the body. Letting the torso lengthen. The right armpit open. Good. And then hands over to the right side. Lifting your kneecaps, quadriceps. Hands back underneath the shoulders. Good. And then lifting up and jumping or hopping or wiggling. However feels good to move. Tadasana. We're going to start transferring weight from foot to foot. So stand on your right foot, lift up your left foot. And then before you place the foot back down, find the ground with the skin of your toes, the ball of the foot, and then transfer the weight. So we're going to sway from side to side doing that. Lift your right foot as high as you can off the floor before you place it back down. So you find the floor first, the position for your foot, hip width parallel with the skin, the toes, and the ball of the foot. Side to side. Feel your connection to your breath, that calming connection. This ability to stay balanced on one leg, to transfer your weight with intention. Ah, nice work. Alrighty, we're going to stand into the left leg now for tree pose, Virksasana. Turn the right toes out at 90 degrees. You can keep your toes on the floor if you really need to for your balance, but try and lift them as much as you can, as many times as you can off the floor. Or you can place your foot on the inside of your left leg, your right foot on the inside of your left leg, under your knee or on the right. We're going to bring the hands at the heart, press them, draw the shoulder blades down, connecting to your breath. So this might be plenty of balance work. We can try taking your arms up by your ears. And you can even try swaying the torso from side to side, giving yourself a nice big stretch. And a balance challenge. Drawing the shoulder blades down, keeping space between the ears and the shoulders. Enjoying your connection to your breath. And back to center. And releasing that side. Ooh, hard work, I know. All right, we'll stand into the right foot and turn the left toes out, left knee out. You can keep your toes near enough to the floor to put them back down, or place your left foot on the inside of your right leg, below the knee or above the knee. Finding your balance. Hands at the heart. Press the hands, draw the shoulder blades down. Feeling the core of the body, lifting the spine. Balance over the right foot. Nice work. If you can go a little further, take the arms up by the ears. And then we're going to bend the torso from side to side. And back to center. And then releasing that side. See if you can place the foot with intention. Nice work. All right, we're going to come back into the wide leg position, the stamp or jump. Toes in. And for Vista Konasana. We'll press the outside edges of the feet, lift the inner arches of the feet, and stretch the arms as far forward as you can. So really adding length to the torso now, to the lower back. Good. And then bring the hands underneath the shoulders. And we're going to jump the feet in from the position they're at, and then we're going to jump them back out to this position. So how far you jump depends on your movement. And I'm going to attempt to jump in as though I was jumping into a squat, but you might just jump an inch, a couple of centimeters. So see how you go. So jumping in and out. If you can jump into a squat, then bring your heels towards the floor and then jump back out. And then we're going to come into a squat position. So however you might move yourself into that position, you weren't jumping your feet all the way into a squat. Good. Put your feet so they're a little bit wider than your hips and turn your toes out. And try to bring your heels to the floor or as close as you can. Put your hands as far forward as you need to counterbalance so you don't fall back. Good, and then we're going to press down through the heels and lift up. Nice work. Oh, my mat's all over the shop. Back into feet underneath the hips. We're going to take the shoulders up to the ears and forward. And shoulders up to the ears and forward. One more time. Oh. And then shoulders up to the ears and back. And shoulders up to the ears and back. Ah, nice. Now for Trikonasana, we're going to step the feet apart or jump the feet apart your own leg length distance. Let's go to the left side first. Turn the left foot out at 90 degrees. The right toes in so that you've got your heel lining up with your center of your foot. Good. This time, strong, straight legs. We're going to bring the arms out from the heart, parallel to the floor. And then keeping the arms as parallel as you can, we're going to reach the left fingertip as far as you can. And when you've reached your left fingertip, reach your left ribs. And when you've reached your left ribs, as long as you can, take your left hand down onto your leg and your right arm up. We're looking for a vertical line of the arms and shoulders. But above all, feeling that connection to the floor. Floor, of course, supported by the foundation and the earth. The feeling earthed. Lifting the kneecaps, rolling back the right hip, the right ribs, and letting the heart shine upwards. You might even be able to look up at the ceiling past your thumb. And then there might even be room to reach the left rib longer. Both sides of the waist lengthening. Trikonasana. Strong, straight legs. Grounded and shining upward. Beautiful. Really feeling the core of your body strong and lifting up. And we're going to turn the feet to the second side. Reach your arms from your shoulders. Taking your right arm as far as you can. So we're trying to reach the fingertips, reach the right arm to the right side. Right ribs are lengthening any amount, and then take your right hand down onto your leg and your left arm up. We're looking for that vertical line through the arms and shoulders. Take the left hip back. Take the left hand back, so you're rolling the rib cage back, maybe even looking up at the ceiling past your left arm. And then as you feel grounded, the legs are strong, let your spine lengthen a little more. The right waist lengthen. Trikonasana. Grounded and shining upward, outward. Finding your connection to your breath. Pressing into your feet, feeling the core of the body strong and lifting up. Beautiful. Turn your feet to the front. Think about moving back to feet under your hips. However, you know you need to move. Tadasana. I'm going to turn sideways. You can stay facing that way so you can see. So from Tadasana now, Utkatasana. We're going to keep the legs parallel, but bend the knees. Sit your sit bones back. And then really find a healthy shape for your spine. Draw the front core of the body to support. You can work this with the hands in front of the heart or the arms up by the ears. We're going to hold and explore bending a little more deeply, lifting the spine a little more effectively, and connecting to the core of the body. Breathing deeply. Nice work. All right, and then we're going to come down to sitting on the floor. So just whatever movements you make, I'm going to try and squat and sit without falling back, but you might make some other movements. Whatever those movements are, just appreciating your body. That we can sit on the floor. And more importantly, get back up again. So let's take a seat. We're going to turn to the left side for Sukhasana twist. So I've got my legs crossed, but you might have semi-wide legs. Whatever's most comfortable for your leg and allows you to lift and turn your spine. Connecting to your breath. And feeling the lift and turn of your spine and ribs. Notice how, when you breathe, the rib cage expands, the diaphragm moves, the belly moves. See if you can turn a little further on your next exhalation. There's physically more room to move. There's potential. Beautiful. And then coming back to center. Changing the cross of your legs and turning to the right side. And exploring the lift and turn of your ribs. Finding your connection to your breath. Noticing how on the exhalation you can turn. Exploring your potential to move. Your mind, body, breath. Beautiful. And back to center. And we're going to lay down now. With your legs bent, feet hip width and parallel. And we'll put the hands on the floor beside the body, palms down. We're going to roll the spine up and down off the floor. So you can begin and really try to articulate between each bone of your spine. And take it as slowly as you like so that you can feel that articulation. Feel that the breath is flowing and the movement of the spine becomes flowing. Really press your lower back when you get to that part of your back so that you're moving each joint in your lower back. So tuning into this flow of movement, the energetic flow in your body. Try to keep your neck nice and long when you lift up to the near the top. Get right up onto the top of the shoulders as close as you can. Lowering down bone by bone. If you'd like to lift higher, your heels need to be closer to your sit bones. You can even bend your legs so much that you lift up onto just the ball of your foot. Up to you, but really don't diminish your capacity for finding every joint of your spine. Beautiful. Relaxing now. All right, we're going to take the right leg out to straight and the left leg in. And relax your left thigh. Really relax the left hip joint. So the thigh is relaxed. You can even wiggle it a little bit, side to side. Nice. All right, we're going to keep the knee close to the chest and bring the sole of the left foot towards the ceiling. This is Supta Padangusthasana cycle. So if you have trouble reaching your foot, you could hold your leggings here or the back of your thigh. Beautiful. But relax again. Relax the left thigh. We tense up because we're trying to do something perfectly. So just relax. And your head is on the floor, so your neck is relaxed. Even your hands taking a hold there, try and keep them relaxed. Beautiful. All right, now we're going to explore the resistance of straightening that leg. So we could all get the leg straight if we took the leg away, but we want to keep the knee close into the chest and really nice and relaxed. It's just the back of the leg that's going to feel tense because we're stretching the hamstring. All right, so explore what that feels like, that tension, that resistance. So appreciative to have that, otherwise we'd be always injured. Great, and then your leg as straight as you have it out to the left side. And we want to stay nice and anchored with the right side of the body so the pelvis stays level to the floor. And maybe when you took your leg out to the side, there is in fact a little more room now to straighten. Ooh, maybe not. Just exploring what your capacity is, appreciating that. Oh, nice feeling. All right, and we're going to take the leg back up and across the body. So you'll need to hold either your thigh or your leggings or your foot with your right hand. And we try to keep the leg straight, but more importantly, keep the knee, the left knee, closer to your chest. Certainly explore your resistance of trying to straighten the left leg. So the foot goes across the body, but we'll keep the left sacrum on the floor. And that is to explore broadening the back of the left hip joint. What is there to discover? Where can you relax more? Okay, and lastly, we're going to turn this into a twist. So we're going to take the left leg all the way towards the floor on the right, or as far as your body rolls. But see if you can keep your left shoulder blade on the floor. And we'll turn to look over the left shoulder. Ah. Good. And then coming back up to center. And releasing. Bring both legs in. Just relaxing your spine. Okay, we're going to take the left leg out to straight and the right leg in. The right knee towards the right chest. And in that effort of following instruction is the right thigh tense. Let's relax a little more. Make a little more space. Great. Now keep the knee close to your chest and bring the sole of the right foot parallel to the ceiling, holding your thigh, your leggings, or your foot. And relax again. Finding your calming connection to the breath. And then we're going to explore straightening that leg. So what we want to find is the resistance. And the leg might not go all the way straight. And we'll be sure to find resistance. So discovering that in the back of your leg, but trying to keep the front of your leg relaxed so that you can keep that nice close connection of your knee towards your chest. Good. And then we're going to take the right leg out to the right side. Anchor the left side of your body. And when you take the leg out to the side, notice maybe there's a little bit more room to straighten. We're affecting different fibers of that big hamstring bundle. Nice connection to the breath. Straight as you can. And then bring the right leg across your body to the left side. So hold your thigh, your leggings, or your foot with your left hand. And at first, leg is as straight as you can, knee is as close to your chest as you can, and you keep your right sacrum on the floor. See if you can find some broadening of the right sacrum or sacroiliac joint. And then lastly, we're going to roll the lower body to the left. So your right foot might go all the way to the floor, and we'll try to keep the right shoulder blade onto the floor and looking in that direction. And just for a moment, have a picture of yourself doing this posture standing. Balance. Beautiful. Bring your core awareness to play, to lift up your leg and releasing. You're going to hug both knees into your chest and rock a little bit from side to side. We're going to finish with a little bamboo pose. Slip the blanket in underneath your hip. Taking the feet straight up. Relaxing the shape of your spine. You can make whatever arm shape feels nourishing. That might be hands on the belly or cactus arm or arms by your side. practice. Arms, elbows out from the shoulders at 90 degrees. Gently folding in your arms and your legs and releasing. So if you'd like to stay for Shavasana, then lay yourself out flat. If you need to finish your practice, rolling to your right side and coming up to sitting and namaste. If you are staying for Shavasana, make sure you're warm enough. And finding the back of your body as balanced as you can manage. And spine as long as you can. So tucking the tailbone up, lengthening the back of the neck. Taking care. Feeling compassion, kindness for yourself. Appreciation. And feeling the energetic expression of the practice in your body. Where the body feels quiet, where you can feel flow. Feeling the movement of each breath. Feeling the back of your body supported by the floor, the foundation. The earth. And feeling too the flow of your breath. Both the substance of your body and the lightness. Both the ease and the density. As each place in your body is mentioned, bring focus. And in that focus, feeling just what is in your toes and your feet, ankle and lower leg, knees and thighs, hips and belly, buttock, sacrum, lower back, waist, middle back, between your shoulder blades, between your shoulders, rib cage, armpit, shoulders, upper arm, elbow, forearm, hands and fingers, thumb, the back of your neck, throat, scalp, skull, around your eyebrows and between them, around your eye. Nose, mouth, lip, tongue, jaw, ears, whole body, whole body. Feeling appreciation for the whole body now. Starting to make little movements. Toes, fingers. Bending in your arms and your legs. And rolling to your right side. When you feel ready, come up and have a seat. Bringing your hands in front of your heart. And take the feeling of the practice with you. Namaste.